Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're going to be starting up here with Battle Brothers again. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is a live recording on Twitch, so if you see me responding to comments or otherwise distracted, that's just par for the course. All right, that being said, and out of the way, let's go ahead and get back into the groove of things. So first off, where did we leave off? Yeah, we had a fight, and I think we just finished a contract and got paid. Have some peat bricks we'll eventually want to sell off. How are we doing financially? Not great. We are completely out of ammunition, very close to running out of tools, and we have very little food. So that is going to be a priority. We haven't been in the town yet, so I don't know what the situation is there. But definitely let's do our level ups here. So we'll just go left to right and then back to the rear. So this guy here, he's leveled up. We have a better weapon that we've gotten recently. Not that I see. We have some better armor, though. We may want to pass to the back. Okay, let's start off with this. Got a +3. I'll take that. Wow, we've been rolling really well for this campaign. I mean, this campaign's been rough as far as other things that have happened, but as far as these rolls, they've been fairly good. And this is, This is tempting because I want to take fatigue. I always like taking fatigue, but when you get the defense rolls, these guys are meant to tank in the front line. I feel like we got to take those when they're there. All right, so where are we at? Probably going to be shield expert and buff those shields even more. Also, it makes it harder for guys to hack shields out of our hands as we reduce the damage to shields. So that's also good. So we're going to take that. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. This is not going to be so straightforward. So where would we want to go as far as our perks? That's going to be something I'm going to have to consider quite a bit. We are continuing to get attack level ups, which I am going to continue to take. I think what we do here is we need some hit points. Fatigue, we're doing all right. It'll probably be a while before I'm able to upgrade my helmet to have one that's better than what we have. So we shouldn't focus on that, I don't think. We should focus on making our guy more beefy. Remember, we have Colossus, I believe it's called, which is going to up our hit points even more. So when we have a +4 like this, that's going to pay dividends. And then outside of that, I'm thinking, I mean, we got good rolls across the board yet again. Fatigue is always tempting, but we're pretty good there. I think we take the defense. We want to not get hit. And because we don't have a shield, anything that we can get to buff this is great. Now, unfortunately, we do not have any range defense, so we're going to be a prime target for getting shot. I may actually change my formation at some point to put my own character in the back if we're facing a lot of ranged combatants. Because that's going to be a real liability. I don't want to get shot with a crossbow on the first turn and have a debilitating injury. That would be bad. So let's go ahead and take the defense here. All right, so what do we have? Lone Wolf, that seems to make sense for this being a Lone Wolf run, but Lone Wolf is actually hard to pull off because you have to be 3 tiles away from an ally. And usually being far away from an ally is not a good idea. But what does this do? It's actually quite good if you can pull it off. You get a 15% bonus to melee skill. Range skill, that's not really going to apply too much. Melee defense and range defense. And resolve. Those are all amazing things, especially when you think it's a 15% increase. So like, for example, we have 70 melee skill. Now, I think, honestly, though, that may apply before we have the -5 for the brute. So we may actually get more out of this, but let's just say we don't. And we're just having 70. Well, you got another 7, 10, I think. So we'd be up to 80 if the Lone Wolf applies. But we'd have to go to, lengths to make sure our characters by themselves. Now, in my opinion, if you're going to do that, you kind of want to have Underdog first. What does Underdog do? This removes the defensive malice for being surrounded, which is a big deal if you're going to be off by yourself without others supporting you. So I think if we take Lone Wolf, we kind of need Underdog to make this viable. Yes, our defense is going to be better with this, but their attack ability is going to increase exponentially the more guys they have on me. I don't think it will make up for that. So I think Underdog would be a good one for us. But the question is, are we going to go that route? Overwhelm, I think, is kind of eh. Like, I don't think this is good enough. It's gonna, not overwhelm, reach advantage. Reach advantage is kind of meh. It applies if you have a two-handed weapon, and it adds a stack of reach advantage, which is +5 for a melee defense, up to a maximum of 5 stacks. So you could have up to +25 defense, but that's per attack. And I think it only applies to the target you hit. So this is very situational to the point that I don't actually think it's all that useful. I think Lone Wolf would actually be the better skill if you can get yourself separated enough 3 tiles away and not just get surrounded and murdered in that situation. So now the problem is if I take, let's say I take Lone Wolf. The next level is where we have really important things like Berserk. Berserk is so important, we have to take it. Because what it does is if you kill an opponent, it gives you another 4 action points. So if I haven't moved, I can do another attack, which a two-handed weapon having 2 attacks in a turn is a huge deal. So in my opinion, our character needs Berserk, like needs it. So our next level up, that's what I'm taking. Other ones that would be pretty important, Battle Forge. This is going to make it so our armor takes less damage. We have pretty heavy armor, so this is important for us. These ones in this area, they're good, but they're not that great. In my opinion, they're not as good as these 2 levels for us as far as importance goes. So I'm really torn on what to take here. Because I think Lone Wolf can do great things for us if we have it in the right situation. I think that situation is going to be too situational, though, whereas Underdog is always good. So I think we take the Underdog, we get that support going. If we ever are able to get Lone Wolf, we pick that up too. But I think Berserker is going to be Berserk and Battle Forge are going to take precedence, so it's going to take a number of level ups before we maybe link back to Lone Wolf. So, yeah. What else could we take instead? Good question. Honestly, I don't know how much any of these other things... Recover could help, because our guy does build up a lot of fatigue swinging around this big, heavy sword. So that could help, but I don't think it's going to be as important as some of these things. So I'm going to go with Underdog. Also, fast adaptation could help, but we don't get enough attacks off that I think it's going to really matter. This also reduces Backstabber. It pretty much makes it so it doesn't apply anymore, but it does make it so that the normal surround bonus does come into play. So if somebody has Backstabber, we kind of limit how good that is, which is still a good thing. Okay, that's what I went with. Not sure if this is the best idea, but that's what we went with. Okay, we have one more level up. That's going to be on our Witch Hunter. Where are we at with that person? Okay. I don't have a problem taking the Resolve. I think we go with these stats here because they're good rolls. So we're going to get more hit points because this guy has pretty bad hit points. We're going to grab some more Resolve. And then we're going to get the Initiative because that's always going to be good for us. Okay, we're now on this level of skills. With these, I'm not sure how many of them would really be necessarily useful to us. We could pick up fast adaptation just to do it. Dodge is not a bad one either. What this will do is give us 15% of the character's current initiative bonus as a melee and range defense. We don't really have a lot of defense, but we have quite a bit of initiative. So in that regard, that could be good. The one thing to keep in mind, though, as you get tired out, your initiative is going to drop with that fatigue. So this will be good while our guy's not tired, but be progressively worse as our guy gets more and more tired. Anticipation, on the other hand, gives you an extra 1 plus 10% of your range defense as an additional range defense per tile that the attacker is away. So the further the enemy is away from us, the better our range defense is going to be. The problem is our range defense is pretty bad right now. So this is not necessarily going to help us too much. 0.3 per tile away is not really going to add up too much. So I don't think anticipation is going to really work for us. I mean, yeah, you get the other one. So it's 1.3 per tile away. It helps, but I think that this is going to be definitely better as far as raw stats go. Alternatively, we just go with fast adaptation. Every time we miss, we have a better chance of hitting in the future. Or we just get experience. I think we go with that. Student. This gives us extra experience. Once we get to 11th level, this perk stops being in place, and we get to replace it with a different perk. The reason why that happens is because you only can have 11 perks. Once you get to that point, you can't take any more perks, but you can continue to level up. We'll take student. Okay. So that is, I think, what we're going to do with that. Okay. I only have 2 sets of bandages. I just wanted to check on that. All right. I think we stick around in this town and just see what's going on. I'm going to come forward a little bit. We're going to camp the night away. This gives us a little bit of opportunity to repair our equipment, although our tools are going to run out at that point. Now, where we really want to go, I mean, obviously here is where we want to go to get tools. Let's uncamp. Okay, they still have the unhold attacks going on. Although it is a holiday, and they just got well supplied. That contract for the unholds is still here. I'm not going to get greedy and do that. We're not quite there yet. Peat bricks are not selling for a profit, so we're going to have to ignore that. Food is selling for a good amount, so I'm actually going to pick up both of those. And I'm going to pick up both the sets of tools. We have to pick up some ammunition here. We're running so low. This is not a good price for it, but I don't feel like we have a choice. Oh, we're so low on money. The copper ingots are being sold for well under what they're worth, too. Oh, you know what? We can sell some things here. Let's sell all this barbarian crap. That's not being sold for what it's worth, so... I also have some equipment to move around. Yeah, these things are not being sold for what they're worth, unfortunately. We'll sell the cleaver. We could forego the ammunition. Pick up a copper ingot. Although we wouldn't have enough money to pay our men. This is tough. I wish the unhold attacks weren't going on because our prices would be even better in this location. Yeah, I mean, we got stuff to sell here. They're just not being sold for what they're worth, and I always hate selling things if they're not being sold for what they're worth at the very bare minimum. Alright. I think we leave town and we come back. At least gave us tools. We don't have ammunition, so hopefully we don't get in a fight here. I guess we should pick up 1 stack. We'll pick up 1 stack. Now, at least it'll last us a day. Now, if we don't find contracts somewhere, we're in big trouble. Okay. Leave. Pause. Okay, where are we going to want to go? I honestly think we should go down this way. Have we not been here? We've never been here. Okay. We'll probably go here at some point, but it's going to take us a long time to get there because of the terrain. So I think we come down here, see if there's a job for us. There is a Fletcher here, so arrows may be cheap. And we try and sell off some of our wares. We've got a stack of peat bricks. We've got a few other trade goods. If they sell for a good price over here, we'll be all right. I kind of wish we could pick up the copper ingots because they're being sold well under what they're worth, but we cannot really afford it right now. So we're just going to move on. Okay. So our arrows have been supplied up. If we get a fight, we might take it, but I may try and conserve ammunition. Food, we're doing better now. Those were good prices. There was a battle here, but... a couple battles. Oh, I really hope they don't have rated trade routes. That would suck. We might still be able to sell stuff for a profit, though. The way I have things set up with as many archers as I have, we're actually in a situation where... Okay. I think peat bricks count as a building supply. There we go. Oh yeah, this stuff is selling good. That's why we held on to it, because now... There we go! Now we're better off. Okay, arrows are not selling for quite as cheap as I'd like, but... This town's already very friendly. Now, we could get them up to allied status, but I don't know if we could really count on that necessarily. We have 2 contracts here. I'll probably look at both of them. But let's very quickly just go into the marketplace here. We're not going to pick up tools because we just got a couple of stacks of tools for a good price. But the arrows are selling for good, and we're going to need to buy. Now, they're stacks of 50, so that is somewhat good, but you go through them real fast with the equipment that we have. Unfortunately, food does not sell well here. That's just a situation that we find ourselves in. So, yeah, let's go ahead and pick up probably all of these arrows, because we kind of need them. I should have checked the Fletcher to see if the prices are better. They're not. We could pick up a quiver of arrows and then switch over to the short bow that we have. Is there a quiver of arrows we can buy here? Not that I see. How much are the quiver of arrows going for? You know, ideally I'd want to loot them, but this is being sold for a premium. I feel like we still got to hold off on this. We do have a bunch of weapons we could probably sell here. The ones that are more beat up, like this one. This one. This one. This one. Don't want that. I do want this hand axe. As a matter of fact, I may have one of my men equip that. Okay, men that have better attack skill. You are a good candidate, as a matter of fact. The problem is, though, it's going to be a heavier weapon, so maybe you're not a good candidate. Okay. Well, let's equip our men in the back with a little bit better armor here. So you're one of my important dudes. You get that. Trying to see where my high-level guys are. Okay, you're probably pretty important too. So you're gonna get that. I would say you're my next most important. And then you. All right, so we've got a good baseline of armor going on, even in our back line. Now we don't want to get too carried away with the back armor because that does reduce their initiative, and we want their initiative to be good. Our head protection definitely could improve in our company, though. That is, I think, one of the things we're well behind on. Our armor is actually pretty good, but our head protection is terrible. Now we got some more weapons to sell too. So definitely selling that, selling that. I don't think we need to keep bludgeoned around. They're kind of crap weapons. I'm going to get rid of the woodcutter's axe because I've got two-handed weapons that I think are better. And it probably sells for a good amount. Okay. That lowers our inventory a little bit. I still think we have way too much of certain goods. Let's sell the spear. I feel like we don't need 2 gun dogs, but maybe we just hang on to it for now. I also feel like we don't need 2 flails. I'm probably not going to run 2 flails, so we'll sell this one. And we'll sell this crap shield. There we go. Alright, we've got a decent amount of money in our back pocket here. Let's do some contracts to get even more money in our pocket. So, let's start off with the easy one. Okay. So this looks like another brigand mission. We haven't really had many supernatural type enemies or beasts or anything. So let's see. We need to be paid more. He says no. These guys are pretty stingy in this area. So we have to secure a militia barracks. Okay. I don't know where it is, but it's probably not far from here. We'll go ahead and accept the contract. Taxidermist? No. Do you have any armor in here that would be an upgrade? In theory. But it's being sold for more than it's worth, so we should probably not. Okay. No helmets or anything. There's no armor here. As a matter of fact, in this location, it's over there that we need to go. This contract may take a little while to do. Okay, there's an armorer here. So yeah, between these two towns, we don't have a weaponsmith. There's a weaponsmith down there, but that's a big city. What's in here? Oh, we don't know because we've never been there. Okay, we've got a good kennel. This area is actually not bad. It's dangerous. But as far as the shops and everything, this is actually not a bad location. All right, let's go to where we need to go. So this is what is damaged or ruined. So we're here. We may have a fight when we get in. I am not 100% sure on that. Sometimes these are garrisoned. Okay. Brigands scurry from a campfire as you near the militia barracks. Surprisingly, they arm themselves and come out to defend their newly acquired territory. So, I'm going to guess these are all just thugs because this is not a very high-paying job. Oh, we do have marksmen and raiders. Interesting. I wouldn't have assumed enemies at this level. Okie dokie. We didn't get an opportunity to really repair our armor. That's unfortunate. These guys are probably going to hang back, but we're going to hang back as well because there's not a whole lot we can do about that. Ouchie. Okay, we're probably going to back this guy out. I don't want him to drop. He's one of our better men. 2, 4, 6, 8. They could get to here, so I don't want to get too aggressive with my backliners just yet. We'll take this a little at a time. We significantly outnumber them, so... yeah, this guy's just going to run away. I don't want him to die. He just got one shot. He'd take... wow, grazed kidney. Ouchie. That's going to take some time to heal. We should be moving out of their range. See, this is why I hate crowd crossbows. That was a one shot that halved his health. It's got really good armor piercing. That's kind of the reason why it's so good. Okay, so we're going to do kind of a classic move here. We're going to move up and then hold. And the reason you do that, this guy may hold because we could put our guy here and then leapfrog over. So we're going to hold here. Okay, our cultists come down here. At this point, we're not going to have any better bonus because we've got our 2 men here. But by doing that, we give a bonus to our guys because the more guys you have around somebody, the more attack power or more chance to hit you get. Still not a great chance to hit, but we'll go for it. Maybe being more defensive would have been a wise thing to do. Okay, so let's think about where our men are going to go. This guy go here, this guy go there, I think. We're going to go ahead and move this guy up and then hold. I should have checked to make sure these guys actually ended their turn. And hold, because we're going to get another man in here. At this stage, we have all of the bonuses we could possibly get on this guy. I think we go after him. Okay. We discussed leapfrogging maybe, but honestly, I'm not sure if that's the right strategy now. No, we do want to tie this guy up, so that is actually the right strategy. So we move here. Then we hold. Alright, we can snipe their archers because they're not being protected. It's a possibility. I may actually snipe this guy, though, because I don't really want him to get a chance to go. I'm going to have to be careful with my movements here. That guy's probably going to move there. I can't move here because I'd be in combat. Maybe he'd move here. Now I could sling here. That's actually the best option. Okay. You're going to move here because it's relatively protected. And we're going to continue to try and snipe that guy. I think we move up on here. As much as I'd like to snipe these guys, I don't want to leave my guy in a position where this guy can just move in. Oh, that's not true, because we are going to move this guy, so we could move here safely. I could put my dog out, but I'm afraid he's going to go the place I don't want him to. There we go, good hit. Let's roll this way. Okay. Got a shot here, or we got a shot here? Let's take the 41% and miss it. Okay. So we held here, so we can attack. This guy's going to leapfrog. So we have an option here. 67. 67 is the same. Let's go after that guy, because we may just one-shot this guy if we hit him in the head. Well, we didn't quite one-shot him, but we sure hurt him. Okay, thankfully a shield blocked that. Okay, defensive position. This guy's going to continue to run, because I don't want to die. Or don't want him to die. Okay, so this guy moved in our spot where we can hit him. Best way to deal with a guy that has his a defense like that up is you just smack him with ranged stuff. There we go. Let's reload. This guy has not gone yet, but this guy has, so we'll go for this shot. Missed, but that's okay. Okay. We've got a target here. We've got this target. Kind of hard target for us, so we'll go after this. Alright, we're going to start being a little bit more defensive in this location. Let's hop up on the high ground. We're not going to hit this guy. At least attempt it. What to do? Let's hold. And then shield wall to protect ourselves. There we go. I think that's worth... okay. It was worth risking, in my opinion. Alright, so we are free and clear here. Let's just run up and tie this guy up before he gets a chance to use his bow. Okay. What do we got chance? 80%. Alright, we missed, but worth a shot. I don't think a 67% chance is a good shot, but if we shield wall first, he might not be able to hit me. Okay. Ow. Bastard. There you go. This guy can just stay put. Let's keep hitting here. Almost have him down. Okay, dog out. Dog probably won't go where we want him to, but if the dog kills here... Oh, I forgot that guy still had the defense up. Hold. Die! There we go. Now our guys are free. I don't know if he got a reload off or not. I think he probably did. Let's come in here to help here. That's a shield wall so we don't get taken another shot. Okay, we're still hanging here. Let's keep using our defense so we stay out of harm's way. And remember, these guys buff each other. Wow, that hurt. Can't quite get in there this turn. 2, 4, 6, 8. He'd want to go there, huh? I guess it's a fine move. You're the guy that held, huh? This guy can't take any more hits, and I'm afraid the crossbow is just going to fire at him. Now, he does have to shoot through my own guys, but... There we go. Dog went the wrong way. This guy's got great initiative. Okay, he didn't manage to get his reload, which is good. I want to put myself in a position where I can release the dog. So let's move here. Release dog. Hopefully it goes where we want it to. Excellent. Well, not necessarily excellent, now that I think about it, but that's okay. Move up here. Fling a stone down at this guy. There we go. move in here so we get within range. We're trying to hack this guy down because he's a threat. There we go. Move in here. Just pepper this. I don't want to waste ammunition at this point. I think we've got this a done deal. So I'm just going to end turn. Let's move in here. Try and hack this guy down. Alright, how are you doing? You're not doing so hot as far as your fatigue goes, huh? Oh, he went defensive. Okay. What I may end up wanting to do is shield bashing him to try and break him, but he's not going to have much fatigue to do a whole lot. Let's just have this guy back out. Jerk. Okay. He dropped his defense, so we can kind of wail on him now. Good hit. He has a split hand, so his attack ability is really low now. Okay, again, we don't want to waste ammunition here. This guy doesn't consume ammunition, so it's fine for him to shoot. Alright, let's try and chop this guy down. There we go. Okay, so it's pretty much between this guy and the rest of our guys. So we're just going to go full offense here and just murder him. And we get some head defense. Yay! Alright. We also picked up another crossbow. Okay. So we have to return back to town. If I'm familiar with these kind of contracts... Okay, so we have a quiver of bolts and a quiver of arrows. I think in this case we use the crossbow instead of the archery. And I'm doing that because this guy's not got one of the better range skills, comparatively speaking. And crossbows are more accurate. So, like comparatively to a bow. Plus 0% chance to hit over set distance. Crossbow, much better. Again, plus 15%, and then the reduction is also less. So it's minus 3% per tile rather than minus 4% for a normal short bow. So, in my mind, that's going to give us a little bit more versatility as well. And also, crossbows don't fire as often, so it doesn't consume as much ammunition, which is going to help us somewhat. Okie dokie. We'll probably get rid of the slings at this point because we've kind of gone beyond their usefulness. Yeah, they're great because they don't consume ammunition, but they're bad because they are terrible against armor. So, yeah. Okay. I kind of want to upgrade our... first off, both these guys are injured, so they need to go into reserve. We'll go ahead and just shift this guy over here. We do have a level up. This guy definitely can upgrade his defense here, his head defense. 50, I think it's on par with this. Yeah, so that's actually not as good. That doesn't mean, though, we can upgrade somebody back here. So 54, 56. Okay, we'll upgrade this guy's head protection. Okay, and then this will kind of hold until we have another guy that can really carry it. Right now, our fatigue levels are such that we really can't. You know, you're pretty good on fatigue. I might actually give you that. And why not? We have one, right? Okay, well, let's get his level up, too. Okay. Definitely we're going to take the defense. We're going to take the fatigue. And out of this, I think we take the resolve. It's still kind of lowish, so I think we want to improve there. It would be nice if we could get the melee skill up, but it is what it is. Because this guy has pretty decent fatigue, we probably could stand to give him a better sword if we had one. Like, for instance, this guy's sword. I don't have an alternate weapon for this guy, though, at the moment. Okay. Let's get our perk, though. Probably just going to be a straight-up recover. Alright. Looking good. Let's go back to town. Now, I think with this sequence of events, what's going to happen here, to go back to town, we have to pick up workers. Okay, you're to take a troop of builders back to the militia barracks so that they can rebuild it. So, in this case, what's going to happen is we are now auto-traveling. Move there. Okay, so... Okay, now we just go back to town. And they should rebuild that now. We get our 270 crowns, and the militia barracks is now rebuilt, which means that this location will be a little bit better defended from now on. Okay, so we have more money in our back pocket. Let's see real quick how does this town feel about us? It's now allied, which is as high up as you can get a reputation with a town. We really can't afford too many upgrades, but we could sell these, which I'm going to do anyway. Get rid of those. Anything else we want to get rid of here? One guy that has a spear. Does he have fatigue left over? No, he doesn't. We could get a boar spear for that guy. Like what we have on this guy. We should probably sell some of these shirts and stuff, now that we're at it. We could hire more men. It helps to actually have more than 12. But I kind of want to keep that money around. What's our current ambition? At least 2,000 crowns, so we're already there. Now, half of our crowns will go into doing this thing. So we definitely need to, like, be prepared for that. Alright, I think we've done a lot of what we would want to do at this town. Just prices here are not great. I mean, they're good for selling, but they're not good for buying. We could try and heal somebody at the temple. Like this kidney, that's a pretty bad injury. We kind of want this guy back. Now, these are some pretty bad injuries, too. So, let's go ahead and heal that up. No, we don't want to go under 2,000, though. Alright, well, let's see what this contract is. And based off of that, we may choose some things. Okay, it's a travel contract, so it's going to be less dangerous. 2 days, they're going to go to this location, which I don't know where that is off the top of my head. Okay, so we're being paid per heads, which is not ideal, because it's possible we won't have any combat. We will say we need to be paid more, which I believe he agreed to. Yeah, we're getting more crowns per head, and we're getting more when the job is done. I'm going to accept the offer, but I'm going to say 2 days to the east. Need some time to think about it. Where is that going? Ah, here. Okay. I wouldn't mind that. It kind of keeps us still in the same area that we're in now. And we could always come back to Rheinberg, and hopefully that unhold thing is done. It also gives us some time to travel around and do various things. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and take that contract. Doesn't give us any upfront money, unfortunately, but that's okay. Now, I don't really have a polearm guy set up. We have all archers here. And I don't think there's anybody that we could swing into a polearm guy that would make sense. So I don't know how we're going to use this banner. It's good to have. I mean, we could make it work, but I really don't want to put a guy like that in the front line. Just seeing if there's anybody we want to hire. Maybe the brawler. Let's try him out. He's impatient, always acts first in the very first round of combat. That's not too bad. Let's hire him. Oh, that's right. We have a max of 12. I forgot all about that. That was wasted money. All right. That's okay. We'll sell some things to get back up to where we want to be. Like, for example, that. We definitely are selling that. Let's sell one of these short swords. Yeah, now we're back up. Let's sell another buckler. Oh yeah, and these shirts. We don't need these around. I mean, honestly, we're at a point where we don't really have any backup men. I kind of forgot about that. Okay. Oh well. Let's do this contract and just move on. Our food won't get consumed during this time unless it spoils. So we just spent 1,000 of the 2,000 crowns we had. We're going to get ourselves a battle standard, which is going to be a pole arm, and it gives you resolve effects, more or less. So it's pretty important to have. The problem is none of my men are really set up for it, and I haven't really been planning on any of my men to be set up for it. This guy is a potential candidate, because his resolve is pretty good. His attack value is not good, which is the one problem that I'm seeing. Usually you want your polearm guy to have good stats in that regard. But there's our battle standard. I'll give it some thought. Maybe if we have somebody die, I'll make my decision a little easier. But for now, we're just going to hold on to it in our back pocket. Now, this is one of those situations where we actually want to fight, kind of. Our men are not in the spot to really deal with that kind of thing. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. Bye, Reinberg. So I'm going to assume that neither one of my guys recovered, which makes sense. Because at a minimum, it was going to take 2 days. Okay, so we have a new ambition. So we get one of the noble houses to start hiring us, which we may be at that level. We get a sergeant. We already have somebody set up for this. All we need, I think, is somebody that has the one ability. So yeah, let's do this. We may already have the stipulations. Rally a troops perk. Yeah, we just got it. So what you get for this is a Sergeant Sash, which is another thing that helps with resolve. We get some more renown, which is always good, and people are happy after we do it. So that was one of those ones we could just auto-complete. Now, if I remember correctly, this was our guy that had the ability. Yeah. So what we'd want to do to get this person to resolve even higher is give them this, which gives them +10, which makes this more effective. So whenever we need to rally, we press this ability, and it's based off of that person's resolve. So, like, let's just see here. +24, +28. See how much that matters. We could have given it to our own guy here. First off, to make him look more fancy. Let's see how that looks on him. Makes him look more fancy, but he doesn't have the abilities to take advantage of it, so I think it's okay to give it to Ludolf the Preacher. Yeah, and we haven't really spec'd Ludolf to be our man with the polearm, because you could get his resolve even higher. Oh, hello, brigands. Do we think we're going to get a fight here? Yeah, I think this grazed kidney is too severe of an injury to put this guy back in the line. 27 hit points is not a lot. And then this guy has 2 pretty significant injuries. Who knows, we may get attacked here. No, they just got murdered. This is a very well-defended area because of this more built-up city and the fact that they have a barracks there. This area, though, seems to be getting wrecked because they're in a forest, and yeah. Okay, we get our money. We didn't have any fights, although the brigands could have attacked us. At this stage, I think those may have been thugs. I don't think they could have handled us. But we do have a 2-skull contract here. These guys are now well supplied. I don't know if they really have anything interesting. Oh, you can get more peat bricks, right? Yeah, why not? They're being sold for very cheap. We'll pick up some food while we're at it, because it's also being sold cheaply here. Medical supplies are also being sold cheaply. We're pretty good there, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up one anyway. And I'll pick up another bandage while we're at it. Because we've got guys in the back line that don't have bandages. Like, for example, our guy in the middle and our guy... It's just these two guys on this flanks, so... Whoops, that's what way we want to do it. Oh, while I'm at it... Who has... Hey, Ursi. Who has the better attack skill? You, okay. We're going to put the extra quiver of arrows in this guy's pocket. The reason we want to do that is because it's very easy to go past 10 shots with a bow because you fire much more quickly if you do the quick shot than you do with a crossbow. So usually you want to have backup arrows so you can switch between the two. Alright, anything else in this town we want to buy? Don't think so. Yeah, food is really cheap in this location. I'll have to keep that in mind in case we're starving. Let's see what this contract is. Okay. Brigands. Okay. What are they going to pay me? $9.50? We want to be paid more? I'm going to say accept the offer, but I need some time to think about it. So it's somewhere to the southwest. If we're looking at that, it'll probably be over here somewhere in the woods. Our current situation with our men being very badly injured, I don't know if we can really afford. Yeah, let's move on. It's tempting to do that mission because you get us better equipment and stuff. Oh, okay. We meet a monk. Okay. Why don't we just read all of this? Because this seems to be like maybe an event that keeps going. So you meet a monk on the roads, and with him is a donkey-pulled cart. The poor draught animal carrying its head low in mute exhaustion. Broom straw and virid moss are strung up to one side of the cart, both twisting eagerly in the very winds that dried them. And some pots and pans clatter like rustic wind chimes as the modest wares come to a bumbling stop. A barrel totters on the edge of the cart's bed, and a couple of bees sway to keep up, poking and prodding at its cracks with thirsty curiosity. The monk lifts a wool hat up out of his face, but the lip of it folds back down over his eyes. He takes it off altogether and passes a sleeve across his brow. Carrying a jolly smile, he seems not at all disturbed by the veritable living armory standing before him. Evening, gents. Don't suppose you're the kind to march beneath a lord's banner. You look like sellswords to me. I was thinking you'd ask. This here is Bessie, a cow's name for a donkey's arse. Don't worry, she won't kick you. She's all hawed out, see? What she carry? Well, that's beer. For men yonder, so that they may drink to men above. If you don't mind, or if you don't mind my business, I'd like to get on where I'd be going. The monk picks up the reins of his jenny as he readies to start moving. So we can offer to buy the beer from him, or we can rob him. Now we're chivalrous. We'll offer to buy the beer. You hold your hand up, stopping the monk before he can get going again. He sighs, slowly lowering the reins out of his hand. Feeling as though he may be getting the wrong impression, you quickly ask if maybe he has beer to spare for your men. You're more than willing to pay. The monk looks back at his stock for a moment and then turns around. I give your men a sip for a crown or two. Don't mind the bees around the top. They'll scurry when you come, but if you scurry when they scurry, they'll scurry after you. Strange little gits. Yes, man, how much he wants? I'd wager 10 crowns a head will do. I'm no businessman, though. I might be taking advantage of myself here. That'd be 120 crowns. It's kind of a bit much, but our morale's not bad. So I feel like we don't really need it. I'm gonna say you ask too much and just be done with it. Like right now, all our guys are in good spirits for the most part. Except for like this guy who probably can't be better than that. Okay, he doesn't have any traits that I'm aware of that would affect that. But most of my men are in good spirits, so I don't think it would have really done us much good to spend our hard-earned cash there. Okay, we're in desperate need of cash. Well, always we're in desperate need of cash, but tools would also be nice as well. Alright, we got another ambition time. So, noble house time, or we seek out a, more or less, we look for 12 men to kill. Or we travel everywhere. I don't think we've gotten anywhere close to doing this one. And I don't think financially it makes a lot of sense to do it either. But I feel like if we don't do it, we won't get another opportunity. Like, I think once we go to the noble house tree, like once we go past that point, these earlier ones won't come back. The dozen men thing is very situational, and there's nothing I can do to make it happen. This I can make happen. This will give me more profitable work, though. Do we start doing the Game of Thrones? And messing with noble houses? I feel like we do it. So we need to catch the eye of a noble house for more profitable work. I think at this point, actually, you need a certain level of renown. I don't know if we have that yet. Let's just do the one where we need to travel, because I'm not actually sure where we're at. I should have checked that. I don't know at what level you need to be. Professional might not be, it might be good enough. Pretty much for that one, you have to be at a certain renown level for it to pass. And I don't remember what it is, so off the top of my head, that is. Let's just keep walking to Rheinberg. Let's not waste this night. We'll try and sell the peat bricks in Rheinberg, although they don't sell well there. But if copper sells as well as it did last time, or buys as well as it did last time, it's still a good location to go to. Okay, the unhold attack effect is still there, but it's only, we got a one skull mission. Let's see what the one skull mission is. It's a travel one. Let's talk money. You need to be paid more. Not sure where we're going. It must not be far. I'm gonna say we need some time to think about it, though. Okay, so we're going down that way, which is a place we want to go anyway, in my opinion. Okay, well, we cannot do anything about the unhold attacks. Unfortunately, because we don't have a contract to do anything about it. Marketplace. Peat bricks are being sold for what they're worth, and they're selling for more than what we bought them for. I know I can buy them. Ah, man. The copper ingots are now selling for a lot here. But we're definitely going to pick up tools, because we need them. I feel like this one, we just want to hold on to the peat bricks. Let's do this contract, because it spaces a little bit and it gets us going where we want to go anyway. Yeah. Then we'll hop over here to see if we can get any good contracts over there. We haven't been to that location yet, and that's what our current thing is. This is how many places we have to go to. So there's quite a few that we have to go to. Most of them are probably down in the south. I don't know if we ever went to this place. We have not. So that's going to be another thing that's on our list of things to do. Okay, there was a battle over here, but this guy took care of it. The patrols are getting pretty intense in this location. So we might not have a lot of action. If I remember correctly, this guy was hiring me to... No, it was over there that they were hiring me to fight. Yeah. Alright. Hopefully we can get in town before the nightfall. Get our 100 crowns. Yeah, alright, we got here fast enough. Alright, we have a one skull contract. Again, they're rebuilding, so they're going to want these materials at a good premium. That was a good price to buy to sell those. Okay. Things still sell for quite a lot here. Let's take a look at the one skull contract. Okay, what do we got going? Ah, okay. We're following some bandits. Okay. Before I leave, we've got a temple here. Oh, one guy's recovered from his injury. And this isn't too bad, so... Alright, that's good. So this guy's completely recovered. Let's bring him over here. Our noseless man, Ike. Your attack value is starting to get good enough that I feel like maybe we should move off of the spear, but... Let's go ahead and put him back in, too. That injury isn't so bad. Okay, they're going off this way. Let's go get them. It's gonna be hard to track them down at night. We don't really want to fight them at night because... they've got some poachers. Oh, that kind of makes me want to fight them at night. Alright, we'll take the fight. This should not be hard. Main thing is the poachers, but we're fighting at night, so they shouldn't be... This shouldn't be too tough. Looks like they're going to have the train advantage. I was hoping that we were catching them out in the open ground. Okay, I'm going to move up here so we're not down and easier to hit. I'm going to put a shield wall up. And we'll hold. Okay, if they're just slingers, that's actually not going to be too bad. Hello, sir. You've gone, you haven't. You for... You can get here and be on the high ground and have an advantage over me. I feel like he's going to do that regardless of what I do, though. But there's ways I can counter that. Let's just hold here, then. Let's move here. Hold. Let's move up here so this guy doesn't have any high ground on us. Interesting. I'll put up my shield again. Yeah, okay, so I was not surprised to see that move at all. We could shield bash him off. Not sure what we're going to do this turn. The way they've engaged me, it kind of makes it tough. Like, I could move down here, put myself at a disadvantage, and then attack this guy. But I don't think that's a wise move. Alright, move in here. Try and murder this guy. 14, 13. We'll go there. It's 3 to shoot. There is. And it's 4 to put the dog. Oh, I don't have a dog. Never mind. 34, 33. Let's go for the 33. Good hit. Let's hop up here. Okay. I think I can shoot this guy. At least attempt it. There we go. We'll move up a bit. I think we've done well enough here. Yeah, that guy's gonna run. Let's try and slash him down. Ouchie. This guy hasn't gone yet. Move up. Put the dog down. Get some pressure on this guy. Okay, yeah, we can move. Good hit. Move here. Reload. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb. I was gonna push this guy down the hill. And now I've screwed myself because I put him right into contact. Oh, that was dumb. Oof. Yeah, so my move was to knock him down. He's going to be knocked this way, I think. Which does give me advantage in the future, but... I should have shield walled first. That would have been the smart move. Okay. Let's try and chop this guy's shield out. Just straight up murder this guy. Let's just stay put. Yeah, that guy's dangerous. We have to be careful. Okay, we almost have this guy. Let's move up on the high ground, tie this guy up. This guy's not running. Let's hold. 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 I could put the dog down, but the problem with the dog is that this guy may counterattack him a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and fire at him again. And back off. That way we're not in as much danger. But this guy can come down here and tie me up. So I have to send somebody over there to help. Let's send this guy forward, though. I think it's going to be here that we do that. Yeah. This is not necessarily good because of the height advantage, but I didn't want this guy to be able to just walk down this way. Start flanking here. Because you went full offense, I can go full offense. Another situation where they got the high ground on me. Good night. Let's move in here. Kind of stay behind my men, but be able to be in a situation where I guess we're just going to move up this turn. And they're going to try and run. We want to get that dog in action if we can. Yeah, they're just going to run. Which means I will not be able to catch them. Well, the dog will be able to catch them, so in that regard, we might be okay. Probably should not be wasting ammunition here, but I'm trying to help where I can. Probably should have shield walled there. That was a mistake. Ouchie. Full offense here. Might get the kill. There we go. That guy's running. Ooh, we may actually be able to catch them. Let's ignore that guy. I don't want to be wasting ammo here. Oh, he got away. What a jerk. Yeah, alright, cool. Hold. Move in. Okay, that guy may get away. You know what, some of these archers, they're not really going to be helping me too much. Stay on this guy. You, on the other hand, place down that doggy. I could move in there, but I kind of want to keep pursuing here. There we go. Probably am not in range. Nah. Well, maybe if we fast move here. Okay, that dog will catch. Good, this dog should move and probably catch that guy. Just end turn. Excellent. I don't have a shot here, so we'll just move like that. Most of my archers are... Poor doggy. Alright, we're gonna get him. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but we're gonna get him. Most of my men are just gonna sit back. It's gonna take them too long to get involved. This guy's exhausted, but no, we're running him down. Also, I should be saving ammunition. There we go. Dead! Doggies did it! We get a level up. And some loot. Most of this loot is garbage, but shield is, I think, worth it. Okay, let's go back to town. We actually didn't even go that far away from town, which is nice. You know, one thing I'm going to do here real quick, because we've been going for about an hour, is it's been raining a lot in my location, and sometimes I get power outages, so just as a precaution, I'm going to go ahead and save. Try and remember to do that every hour or so we don't lose a lot of progress if something like that happens. Because you get autosaves before you do a battle, but once the battle's over, the autosave goes away. So if you, just as an example, you finish that battle and then, like, I lost power or the game crashed or something right after that, you lose all of that progress, so... Okie dokie. Let's come in and sell some of this garbage. We don't want that. I don't think we want that or that or that. We have way more bucklers than we need, so we'll sell those. Don't want that. We could have probably used that, honestly. Now that I think about it, but well, it's been done. We're definitely not going to keep those. Okay. Prices are not particularly good here, so we don't really want to buy anything here. But we did get some money, so that helps. Do we want to hire... Oh, no, yeah, right, that's right. We can't hire anybody. I'm forgetting. We didn't rack up any injuries, did we? Okay. Yeah, this level up, though? Now, this is our guy that I think has the potential of being our polearm guy. And you know what? I think we just level in a way that might actually work out for us. So... I'm thinking we go +3 here. And then we go +4 initiative. You're now our bannerman. Then we have to apply skills, I think, that would be appropriate for that. So one of the ones I'm really looking forward to is Backstabber. Most of the other ones here really don't help us too much. I mean, yeah, they're better than nothing. And Fortified Mind, I think, would help. For this. Allies at a range of 4 tiles or less receive 10% of the resolve of the character holding the standard as a bonus up to a maximum of the standard bearer's resolve. So the higher their resolve is, the better. And he's at a 50 right now, so if we give him this, he gets another 25% on top of that, which is really good. Let's go with that. He's our cultist after all. Now his resolve's up to 62. So everybody that's within 4 tiles of him gets 10% of that while they're within that distance. So what I'm going to do is just move dudes along. Do that. We more or less have a very equal lineup. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to shift guys over one because I think the way that things move, you actually want it more like this. Yeah, that'll do. So our front line is actually kind of weak, all things considered. We also may want to redistribute some of our wealth here. Like, for example, this armor is better. No, actually, no, it's not better than that armor. What am I thinking? Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't think there's anybody we could realistically upgrade. Ah, okay, that's fine. All my dudes have knives or daggers or something. Sure do. Okay. All right, let's get going. His attack value is still not that great, but from a resolve standpoint, he will help us out. Oh, that's right. I wanted to go over here. We'll make a hard left here. Check out that location. Matter of fact, I'm just going to click here and let the auto travel do its thing. Although it doesn't necessarily always take you the right way, but I don't think there's a way around, like, these mountains. So it is just going to be what it is. And it's going to take some time. Let's actually fast forward here. Now we can use the fast travel at the harbor and move somewhere else. Like, where, actually? All the harbor locations are down here. Now, these are places we have not been. The problem is it's going to cost us a heck of a lot of money to travel that far. I mean, we'll see when we get there, but it's not going to be pretty. All right. Back over here. Amber collector. Okay, a 3-skull mission in this location. Let me just really quickly leave, pause, do that, pause. Okay. I don't know if I want a 3-skull contract. Disappearing villagers is very likely be a witch. And a 3-skull witch? No thanks. No thanks. Marketplace. Yeah, these prices are terrible. Alright, what's our travel expenses? $5.30 to go down that way. And that's the cheapest one. Let me give this a little bit of thought. So we would be traveling, I think, probably to the closest location here, which is this little place. We have been here before, interesting. But we have not been down here. We have not been down here. I'm just getting a little bit of lay of the land here. See what is all down here. We got a gem mine. All right, let's say we go to the Einkai here, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully there's contracts there. This is a normal town, right? Yeah. All right. That's a lot of money to travel, though, but it kind of gets us going to where we want to go. We are eventually going to have to go back up north again because we have not been here. But I kind of don't want to go over these mountains again. You know what? Screw it. We'll go over the mountains or we'll go to Rheinberg. We have too many needs to spend that kind of money. We can walk there. We can walk there. Let's fast forward here again. There are a lot of places to go. Alright, let's do normal speed and I'll give myself some tea while we move. Though I'm going to have to be quick on my reflexes in case we come across an enemy we want to fight. Yeah, I knew the auto-pathing wouldn't take the road, which would be way faster to go, but oh well. We had our hands off the wheel, we couldn't stop them. Yeah, walking is better for you. Okay, so this town, if I remember correctly, yeah, the prices on the copper ingots have gone down, which is good because the on-hold attacks are no longer affecting them. We definitely need food, so I'll buy both of these. I'm going to buy both the copper ingots because we could use the money. Okay. Let's see what this one skull contract is. Okay, I'm not 100% sure where that is, but we'll get paid more. I'll say it's to the east. I think that's somewhere we want to go. Let's just double check. So it was here, which we have not been, which is great. And then we could come back up here, which is another place we haven't been. Yeah, okay, that's a good contract for us to take. So, and it also won't expend food while we move. So yeah, cool. Got this contract. Do we have anything in the armor? I mean, we don't have a lot of money on hand. No, I don't think there's really anything we could afford right now. Oh, there is new, like, helmets and stuff. Nordic helmet is one of the things that comes from this DLC. What is it? 125 minus 7? How does that compare? So that's minus 7. So it's not quite as good, is it? But it's cheaper. Okay. It's a cheaper option at the same fatigue level. That's not quite as good, but it's only a very slight difference. And hey, you can get a different appearance if you like to go for that. All right. We just have not been fighting many beasts, so we don't really have anything we could do with a taxidermist. Just somewhat unfortunate. Maybe our traveling will give us more opportunity. Yeah, again, I don't care who you are. Not starting trouble with the noble houses to free some guy that... Oh, maybe that would actually help us with the noble houses. I don't know. A lot of patrols in this area. Okay. Something is going on here. Comrades are starting their bickering over who is a better shot. Ah, they want a shooting contest. All right, fine. I mean, we really can't afford the arrows, but healthy competition, as long as they don't kill each other. Wow, that was a lot of ammunition. But hey, they get +1 resolve, which is actually pretty good. Oh boy. I mean, I guess we could afford that to a certain extent, but... But as fast as we can go through ammunition. Okay, so we do have some brigands on the road. There's 9 of them. They may not actually fight us depending on what level they're at. There they are. Yeah, a patrol just murdered them. Since the one thing about this game is, with the DLC, they really upped the patrols. And there's a reason they did that, because there's a lot of the starts where that is actually going to really affect you. Like, one that's a good one is deserters. Where you start, that faction hates you and is hostile to you. So every patrol you come across is hostile. So the fact that there's more of them, even at the start of the game, makes that start extremely dangerous. Until you can get out of that territory. So there's a drought in this location. So local crops are down. They've been raided. There's a building effort. And they're well supplied because we just came here. There is a 2-skull contract. But I'm going to guess prices are going to be really bad in this location as far as food is concerned, for sure. And otherwise, not a whole lot, because they were just raided, so they just lost a bunch of supplies. This probably has to... Oh, no, it's just another travel contract. Where do they want us to go? Let's go back to Rheinberg, which I'm all right with doing, but we're going to need to stop at some of the places we haven't been to first, just to make this whole trip worthwhile. So how many crowns are we talking about? We need to be paid more. He says no. I'm going to accept the offer, but say I need some time to think about it, because I want to plan a little bit where we want to go here. So, we've been here. The only place we haven't been to in the north is up here. So we could do that contract, hit this location, and then just come along here to Rheinberg. Rheinberg's not that far away, and 390 crowns is 390 crowns. You can't, like, walk away from that. And then maybe we come down to some of these other locations that we haven't been to. Like, we haven't been down here, and we haven't been to a lot of these places down in the south. So once we're done with that contract, maybe we get some tools from Rheinberg. I think that's when we start to think about moving on. So first things first, let's take a look at the marketplace and see if these copper ingots sell well here. They don't. Okay, not too surprised. Let's go ahead and take this contract then, because I don't know what else we can do here. We're going to accept the contract. This is not one of those ones. This is one where I can move myself, so I don't have to follow along with caravan. Now, I do consume my own supplies, so that is a thing as well. But if we come across enemies, we may fight them just to get us some experience and some loot. Okay, so these guys have been ambush trade routes, so kind of similar stuff been going on here. They have some contracts, pretty difficult ones. Okay, they sell peat bricks, but at too much of a price at the moment. They've got some armor and stuff, but again, the prices are way too high right now. But copper ingots are selling for a good premium here, so we'll sell those off. Now we have a decent amount of cash in our pocket. I think that's all we want to do because prices here are going to be pretty bad at the moment. And things are going to be limited. Alright, let's come up here, visit this town. So there is a blast furnace and a workshop, so we may get some tools here. There's also a trapper, so there could be maybe some furs or something like that we can trade along, as long as the prices are decent. It's a big city, though, so there's nothing we can really do to modify those prices by making the town like us. This is the only thing you can do is the faction itself. Okie dokie. So there's an armor in this town and a weaponsmith, so that's good to know. Yeah, these furs are being sold for way too much. We will buy a little bit of food because the price on that wasn't terrible. Ammunition is kind of expensive here. Yeah, let's move on. We're just ticking things off our list. We're going to go straight to Rheinberg. Not sure how the path will take us. I assume we're going to move through this little wasteland here. The barbarian activity is really slowed down. I say that, and then some barbarians show up. Do we think we can take them? We get them up in open country. We don't want to fight them at night, though, because we have so much of a range advantage. So we'll kind of travel along with them here. Until dawn. I'm going to wait for them a bit, because they're kind of in this area. I lost them. It's easy to do that when it's dark. Oh, did they double back? No, they doubled back. I don't think we're going to be able to catch them. Yeah, they went down this way. I do want to fight them. If I can. They're being a little tricksy here. Let's go get them. In the past, when we were fighting barbarians, we really didn't have that much in the way of range combat. These guys are fast. Kind of hard to catch them. And we've doubled back to pretty much exactly where we were. Get them! Fight them! Okay, terrain may not be in our advantage. We'll have to see. This is like just up to luck. Yeah, we may be in a great position terrain-wise. I wouldn't say bad or good necessarily. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. So they'd stop right here, which is fine. We can get up on this train. Okay. The Reavers are more down here. Okay. So I want a shot here. I'm going to put a dog down. No, I'm going to hold, and then we'll put the dog down maybe later, depending on how things happen, what happens here. $43, $12. Let's see if we can just cut this guy down with range attacks. I mean, these guys do not have great armor. Barbarians. That's like your one real advantage over them. Ugh. We don't want this guy to be able to get that off. Just move up slightly. My plan here is we move here. We have this guy move up here. We put a spear wall down. Maybe put a shield wall up. Because we know these guys are going to use their adrenaline and get their initiative advantage. So any defense we can do would probably be a good idea. Okay, let's hold. We move here. We have this guy cycle there. I'm afraid of this guy flanking us, though. We have our knight move in here. And then these guys just kind of hold up here. These three. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we move there, hold. Move there. This guy's dangerous to us because he could snap around here, but hold. Move up. Spear wall. Move up. Shield wall to make this guy's a shield wall more effective. We're going to come in here, which we had already planned to do, which ties this guy up, which prevents him from being able to use this throwing spear. Okay. Move up. Fire an arrow. So we got 31%, 26%. Okay, good. We can take that Reaver out before he really gets a chance. That'd be nice. Excellent. Okay, this guy is going to put his dog down. Hopefully the dog will move in here. Good. Tying that up. So they're all doing their thing. I would like you to swing over here. Just for next turn. See if we can murder this dude. Let's assist here. There's a tree here, so that kind of blocks stuff. So this guy can swing around this way if we want him to. Ow. Okay, they're trying to flank, which, you know, does make a certain amount of sense. They held their turn, too. Ouchie. But 54, 26, 39, 54. $51, 59, we'll go with the 51. End turn. 33. I'm gonna hold this guy because I'm not really sure what I want to do just yet. Just go full offense here because we've almost chopped him to pieces. Okay, good shot. Reload. Move up. Fire into this guy. Alright. You have not gone yet. Okay, I'm tempted to hit him again, but I'm gonna go shield wall to try and protect myself. Let's move here and stab this dude. At least to try. Okay, he's running. Let's just chop him down. Let's move in here. Spank this guy. If I move up, I can tie both these guys up and they're no longer as big of a threat. I don't know how many action points they've held, though. If they've held enough to attack me, this would be kind of a bad idea. Let's just spear wall and hold. Let's see if we can get the kill. Ah! He's gonna get another turn. Let's move to here. And we'll fire an arrow into this guy. He doesn't have any head protection. Or any protection. Okay, end turn. Darn. I don't have a shot here unless I do this. Put the doggy there. Hold. Doggy had a good chance of taking him out. This guy has a good chance as well. Hold. Move here. Tie this guy up. Slash down at him. Reload. Fire. Move up. Move to here. Slash. That guy's running. Move to here. Fire an arrow. Yeah, we did pretty good here. Slash him down. We need a flank. I don't think this guy's gone yet. But maybe, no, he has. These guys kind of have this in hand, but let's go ahead and move up anyway. Alright, and then we'll fire an arrow down there. Is this a Reaver? It is, okay. If we move here, we can attack down with that guy. Okay, doggy, get him. They don't really have a move here, and I don't want to waste any more arrows. Okay. Let's get this guy moving around. Don't want to waste any more arrows. Don't want to waste any more arrows. I'm gonna hold for that one. Dead. We got plenty of opportunity to kill this dude. Dead. Pretty good. I think we handled... we didn't get any of the body armor, though. We handled those barbarians pretty well. For an impromptu fight. An impromptu fight that took us well off the beaten path, but that's okay. Now, injuries-wise, did we pick any up? No, but we have level ups. We have quite a few. Let's start here. So this guy is our axe man. What does an axe do for us? It's going to lower the fatigue of doing things. It's going to have split shield do a lot more damage. Right now, split shield does 12 damage to shields. And just as an example, a wooden shield has 24 hit points, so it would take... Hey, Leo. It's getting there. It's getting better. I mean, this game's never easy mode. But it's getting better. We're getting into a sustainable spot. Let's put it that way. I'm doing a strategy I don't normally play, and that's a very archer-heavy playthrough, where I have almost as many... I have as many backliners as I have frontliners, which is not normally how I play at all. That's kind of interesting to vary up the strategies a little bit. I also usually don't play with that many archers. I actually prefer polearm guys for a couple different reasons. First off, polearm guys don't use ammunition, which is yet another thing that you don't have to supply if you don't use it. The other reason I don't... I prefer polearm guys is because they can actually do an awful lot of damage. And they can get you some really... like with certain abilities like Backstabber, they can be amazing. Axe Mastery I may want to go with, because the whole reason I'm using an axe in the first place is to chop down shields, and if we can do extra damage, that's nice. Especially if you're fighting like something like a Shrat. That's really good. So we may go with that. Other things we could go with, though, is Brawny, which would give us the ability to have more armor, or heavier armor. But right now, this guy's the most heavily armored guy we have. We don't have better armor than that, so that's a thing. Okay, first off, I'm noticing that we've got some good rolls here in certain spots. Like, for example, the melee skill, that's quite good. We also want to go with the defense, in my opinion. We're really limited in range defense, so we could get picked apart here. Yeah, we're tight money-wise. I think that's our biggest difficulty. And I'm always going to go with fatigue when it's a really good roll like this. As long as there's not other priorities. So I'm thinking Axe Mastery here. The other thing that we have here, the round swing plus 5%, that doesn't affect us because that's a two-handed axe ability. The other one is the long axe no longer has penalty for attacking targets directly adjacent. We don't have a long axe either. That's another two-handed weapon. It's a two-handed axe that has reach. It's not a polearm though. That's one thing that's kind of confusing with this game is not all weapons that have reach are polearms. And the case of the long axe, that's one of those examples. So yeah, half of what you get from the Axe Mastery is not going to help us. But half of what we do get does help us. Skills consume less fatigue, and we get extra damage when we're chopping at things. So I still think we take it. Okay, now this guy. If he had better fatigue, I would definitely not only give him better armor, but I'd probably give him a different weapon. So hopefully we're going to get a roll. Nah. We did not get a good roll. I'm still going to take the +3 in the thing. I'm going to take the +3 defense. Maybe hit points on this one, because this guy does not have good hit points. Resolve isn't great either, but his hit points are so low, I think that may be the higher priority right now. Alright, so this makes me be put in a position I'm not sure I want to be in, where I want to give him a better weapon because his attack value is pretty good. But I don't know what that weapon's going to be yet. So, as a result, I may give him Brawny to help mitigate some of his issues that he's having with having heavier equipment. We want to have this guy have better armor than he currently has. I mean, he's already missing a nose. Now, keep in mind, the nose thing makes him lose 10% of his fatigue, so he would have been a pretty good guy if it wasn't for that. We're still going to take Brawny, though. It's a very good ability. It's going to allow us to upgrade his armor and possibly upgrade his weapon, although I don't have a lot of room for that. I mean, ideally we give him an axe, but that would really lower his... So we may be stuck with just a short sword for now. But hey, at least his head's a little bit more protected. We've got 70 as opposed to 50. Big difference. And we could also give him maybe heavier armor in the future. We have 2 more level ups to do. Well, no, 1 more level up to do. This is our archer. What have we done with some other higher level archers? Well, kind of hard to say. Because this is the highest level archer we have outside of our guy with crossbows, which those are completely different paths. So we have to determine for ourselves what we want to do here. Probably bullseye out of all these other things. So, yeah. Alright, let's get our skills first. So +4 for sure. I think we take the +3 range defense because that will be applicable. And then +5 initiative, always going to be a good thing. I wish. I mean, we need something he can tie on or something. Alright, yeah, let's go bullseye. This is going to reduce the penalty for somebody being in cover. Whether it be a bush or another man in the way. Sometimes this is applicable. And I don't know what else to take at this level, so hey, we're taking bullseye. Alright. Well, that wasn't bad. So let's give you better head protection with this little bear head piece. And I think this guy as well. Okay, not bad. Moving on. Let's go to this town and see what we can do. I forget if I have trade goods on me. I mean, I have some, because we got some from the barbarians. That's one of the big advantages of fighting barbarians, is that they almost always have these artifacts on them. Whether it be the beaded necklace or what have you, and those are always going to sell for a decent amount of cash. And then I don't care for the barbarian weapons, so we're always going to sell those. Okay, let's go to the marketplace. Ooh, what's going on here? We've got cultist procession. So our one cultist dude may like that. Okay, these are selling for a profit, so we will sell them. Let's sell this because we don't really need it anymore. We're going to sell all the barbarian weapons. 45.65. Yeah, it's not quite as good as some other things we could use, but this is... yeah. All this stuff is junk. Prices are not good here, though, so we're not going to really be buying anything. Unless we go to the armorer. This is a good armorer. He's got quite a variety of stuff here. A lot of it's way outside our price range, and the premium here is quite expensive. The normal price of this is, or the worth is $450, and they're selling it for over $700. This is really ridiculous prices. That's the problem with big towns sometimes. They have good prices for you to sell stuff, but they have really bad. Let's sell these hoods. Don't need to keep those around. All right, move on. Let's get going to Rheinberg. And we need to get going on the rest of our ambition, which is this. But financially, we're doing a little bit better now. After we get this job done, I'm a little bit more comfortable just like walking somewhere. We've been there. Fortunately, that's really far away from the rest of... the path we need to take is down this way. If we want to hit the rest of these locations down here. So we're going to have to kind of backtrack a bit. I mean, yeah, we could go over land, over this wasteland. You know what? Honestly, I may do that. We might find some cool stuff along the way, or stuff to fight. We might want to do another save here soon. So we get our 390 crowns for doing the job. This town finally doesn't have any bad effects going on, so definitely we're going to want to pick up some tools. We're going to pick up all the copper ingots because they're cheap right now. I'll go ahead and pick up a little bit of food because we may need it. Anything else worth picking up here? There's an armorer here. Prices are probably a lot better. Yeah, so for example, this is 510 here, whereas the other town it was, what, 740? I think at least one of our men probably could benefit from that. Yeah, this guy here, Rambert, he has a lot of fatigue to have, so getting him some better armor would be a good idea, especially as he never did pick up Runny, so he has a lot of fatigue to burn. This should be another step up, but I don't know if we can afford it. Let's just get some basic mail. That's probably going to be fine. We could also get maybe a better helmet. Although these are way outside our price range, actually. This is tempting. Let's just pick this up. That's probably good enough. We don't want to be bankrupt here. And we can pass along some armor as well. Or hand it down. That guy gets upgraded, so he's got 115 in the body, 105 on his head, which is not bad. I don't know if we have fatigue to spare anywhere else. Not really. I mean, this guy could do with an upgrade, but his fatigue is at a point where... oh, wait, this is the guy that... oh, yeah, we can afford that. This is the guy that has... there we go. And then somebody back here probably could do with an upgrade. This is 8. This is 10. Okay, so this is going to be better. 70 versus 80. Let's give that there. And then you are one of our better dudes, so let's give you that. Alright, we're slowly but surely leveling our guys up. And armor in the armor department. We don't want to go too heavy with the guys in the back. I think the general rule is you don't want to go over 14, 15, something like that. Because you can use... I'll show you. You can use the Nimble perk. What the Nimble... it's 15. Okay, good. The Nimble perk, what it does is it gives you damage reduction. As long as you're below a certain threshold for your armor fatigue penalty, you get a 60% damage reduction, which is amazing. If you're going to go with a lightly armored guy, if you can get him this highly leveled and get nimble, that's the way to go, because that much damage reduction is amazing. Now, just keep in mind, though, you don't have that much armor, although 15 still allows you quite a bit. Like, just as an example, if this guy hadn't upgraded to the mail shirt, if we had just kept the lamellar armor, that would have been 15 right there. So that would have been 95 in the body and 105 on the head. And that would have been, that would have classified for your nimble. That's not too bad. Okay, your arrival in Rheinberg seems to be cause for some celebration. One of the town's councilmen greets you, offering refreshments. Always nice to be in Rheinberg. Okay. I didn't necessarily do anything, but these guys like us. Rheinberg and this town really likes us. Which is another reason why those prices were pretty darn good. But we'll come on down here, we'll sell that copper. I think the sale prices in this location are pretty good. Did we sell those other trade goods? I think we did. Okay. Let's sort this. We got more barbarians here. Oh, you know, they're all thralls. Are we not... We're not injured or anything. Do we have good ammunition? We do. Let's go kill them. If we can catch them, of course. We've got more barbarians down here. What are they? What are they? That's a little tougher. Come on, catch them, catch them, catch them. Before they get in the woods. Or the swamps. That would be even worse. There we go. Maybe some mountainous hilly terrain. Yeah. Yeah, this faction up here might be a good idea. Especially as I think this faction is going to be pretty powerful anyway. Because they're secluded. And they're not really that threatened. As a matter of fact, we know that our end event's going to be war. After we engage here, I'm actually going to discuss that a bit. Remind me to save after I'm done with this fight. Decent numbers of the enemy, but a lot of them are these warhounds, which really cuts their numbers down. Now they're getting the high ground up here. That's a little unfortunate. $43 to attack the dog. I'm assuming the men are going to be easier to hit. $51, $47. Let's go for this. I'm going to put my own dog out. Okay, 32. Got a hit. Dog's going to be a little bit of a nuisance. This guy does not have very good range skill, huh? Well, he still got a hit on the dog, so that helps. Okay, one dog down. Let's put our own war dog down. No, we didn't really want it to go that far, but that's okay. Back here. Hold because we may move the line up. Let's move to here. And turn. Try and hack this dog down. It's gonna run, but we'll cut it down. Let's move up. I'm gonna hold because this guy will be moving after us. Oh no, he already moved, darn it. Move here and hold. Most of our action is going to be up top. We've got as many bonuses as we're going to get here, so let's just chop this guy. Good hit. Okay, let's move up. This guy, I'm going to go ahead and shield wall so we don't get chopped here. Just finish him off. Yeah, see, that's why we did the shield wall. That's not the right target to attack. Kite shield gives you a lot of range defense. I was afraid that they would use the high ground on me like that. Thankfully our armor protected us from the... Ooh, good doggy. That was a pretty good chance that we'd hit him. Kind of feel like we should move, but I'm afraid we're gonna get javelined to death next turn. Let's do it anyway. Let's have this guy help out down here. Oh, he's dead. Good hit. Doggy, get him. Hey, good doggy. Let's charge over here. Move up. Slinging an arrow up here. Good hit. Got him in a lung shot. They just go tie him up. So he can't do anything. Move up. Stab. Try and chop this guy down. That was unfortunate. Okay, let's move up. I don't think we can do... Oh, we can attack both these guys. Chop one of their heads off and cut into the other guy. Get him, doggy. Alright, slash him to death. We're just gonna end turn. We don't need to waste the ammo. Get him, doggy. This guy's running. So that's one of the advantages of having a two-handed sword like that, and our guy having a really good attack value. We need to keep moving with that with him. Always take the attack value as much as possible, because when we get in a crowd situation like that, when we can swing our sword around and get a lot of hits on a lot of guys. I mean, we took one guy's head off and really seriously injured the other guy. Pretty good stuff. I mean, we have to keep in mind, my guy has the brute trait. Anytime he hits somebody in the head, he does 15% extra damage, and head hits are already crits on top of all that, so... I don't have a move here just yet. Okay, this guy's gonna run, but it doesn't matter. Off goes his head. Another thing to keep in mind, every time you chop a guy's head off, that's a morale, an extra morale effect on the enemy. Anytime an enemy, or either side, anytime a side loses a man, that's going to be a morale check for people nearby. When it's a head chop off, it's a much harder check. So when you can get those kind of things, it's amazing for you. Okay, let's loot them up. Excellent. Okay, so we kind of went off track a little bit. I believe we were going where? Oh yeah, we were going to come down this way. Let's get our one level up here. So this guy is probably going to take the bullseye trade again. As well, I should say. Ah, thank you, Ursay. We will save. We're definitely going to take initiative because that's always a good thing to take. And then I think here I'm going to take the hit points because I'd like to get at least above 60 here. Or into the 60s, I should say. Okay, and then bullseye. And then just our safety save here, in case anything happens. Alright. So we should be able to sell a lot of these trade goods that we have for a good price here. Oh, there's a local holiday. Time for food and drink. First off, local holiday, some copper. Wow, that was a lot of profit there. Figurines. We're gonna sell all the barbarian crap. Sell that spear. Do we have other spears that are more beat up? Nah. I'll keep the javelins on hand, but I don't know how many throwing weapons we're gonna actually use in this campaign. We may not use any because of how many archers I have. You know what? I'm not going to go throwing weapons this campaign. We're just going to sell them all. Because it's too much ammunition expenditure. With as many archers as I have, if we're doing throwing weapons too, it gets outrageous. So you really don't want to go that path. Now, I don't know if there was a guy who was speccing to do throwing weapons. I don't think so. Yeah, definitely I wasn't. So it's not really a loss for us to get rid of those. I probably won't go two-handed weapons either, but these I feel like we could more comfortably hold on to. Okay. We're doing pretty well financially. Food is okay. Tools are selling cheap here, but ammunition is selling even really awesome, so we'll buy that. We'll buy just... I'm buying both the tools, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to buy more. Okay, so we're pretty well stocked up. We've got all right amount of money in our pocket. Let's see what these contracts are. Okay, where are we going? We're going where? We're going to the east. I don't want to do this because it just takes us back and forth where we've already been. And it doesn't really pay me all that well. So, no, we're not doing that contract. Let's see what the Two Skull one is. Another travel contract. Where are we going? About 2 days east. Again, east. How many crowns are we talking about? Oh, that's a lot of money. We need to be paid more. Accept your contract. Alright, so we need to see where this place is. He said it's to the east. Oh, it's all the way down here. Okay, I don't mind doing that one. We're going to do it... We're not going to go all the way this way around to do it. We're going to travel overland to do it, which may slow us down a bit. But 1,000 crowns is 1,000 crowns. That's a lot of money. So let's do that one. And that is one of the places I don't think we've been. That's not necessarily the way I was planning on going. What I was planning on doing is coming down this way and hitting this place, but this isn't that far away. I mean, we could still do that. We could come down here, go there, go there, go there if we wanted to. So it still would work if we did it that way. It just would take us a little bit more time, maybe. Have we been here? We definitely have. So there's no reason to visit this town. As we've already sold everything we'd want to sell off. If I click this, what's going to happen? Okay, we're continuing to move, so we'll let it do its thing. As long as it doesn't take me into the swamp, I'll override it if it tries to do that. I'm hoping we encounter some beasts or something as we near this wood, because we have not fought any beasts, really. I mean, we fought some Noxahares, I think is how you pronounce that. Ah. We have ancient auxiliaries and some... No, we're not fighting Necrosavants. Necrosavants are like vampires. Is the best way I would explain it. I know Noxahara is like vampire in German or whatever, but these guys are truly vampires, Necrosavants. The way that they behave is very, very much what you would imagine a vampire would act like. As far as their abilities and... Ah, okay. Well, we'll let the auto travel do its thing, because I don't know with this river how crossable it is. Probably crossable here. Looks like a ford. You think there'd be a town along a nice river like this. Okay, we have another little camp. Nah, we're not fighting a necromancer either. This is like high-level undead stuff. We cannot tackle that level of undead. I was kind of hoping we were gonna encounter some more doable camps, or you know, some beasts or something in the forest. Okay, we're gonna go to this town. We've already been here, huh? Okay, so there's no reason to stop there either. So let's move on to a place we haven't been, which is this place. Have we been there too? So we've been to these two places, but we haven't been to some of these other locations. Okay. Have we been here? We sure have. All right. Well, it still gets us in the realm of places we haven't been, like over here. Over here. So we haven't been there. We haven't been there. Okay. Yeah, we could have done with a little bit nicer for us, as in easier to kill, like bandit camps or something. I wouldn't have minded tackling undead, but we cannot do necro savants at this stage of the game. The way that they work is they teleport around. Oh, there's some brigands over there that I was filling up teas, so I'm not going to backtrack for 6 brigands, whatever. Those mercenaries may kill them anyway. But yeah, they can teleport, and they do it frequently. And they tend to go after your back line, which is really not good for you. Okay, oh no, it's abducted children that usually ends up in a witch. Well, let's see if this 2-skull contract is that. I don't want to do a witch if it's 3 skulls, because what that will mean is that there's usually more than one of them, and the more witches you have to deal with, the worse it is. Okay. So this looks like we're going after some kind of beast. We don't know what it is. Some kind of beast, though. Okay, we want more. They say no. 690. This could be dangerous. Ah, they're web necks. All right, well, that pretty much tells us what they're going to be. Is there anything we want to buy or sell here? Okay, they've got some kind of lumber mill. Prices are really bad here, though, because they have more than one effect going on. You got these beast tracks. Let's follow them. Is it more than one that we have to do? Because it looks like there's more than one path. Yeah, there's one over there. Maybe it, like, doubled over itself. We really don't want to fight these in the woods if we can avoid it, but they probably won't stray from the woods. I mean, they did for a second, but we also don't want to fight them at night. So I'm going to follow them a little bit, see if they'll leave the woods, but nah, they're not doing it. Well, I hope you guys aren't afraid of spiders, because this is going to get hairy. Yeah, our formation's all broken. That's one of the dangers of fighting in the woods, is you can get, I would call it like ambushed, kind of. And this can happen. Another thing to keep in mind, there was only 12 of them when we started. Note that there's now 14 of them. So there's spider eggs when you fight them in the forest. I don't think it happens if you fight them other places, but if you fight them in the forest, it definitely does. Now all we need is one man to tie down this and lock it down. So I'll probably go here because that really bottlenecks it. Let's just hold for now. You guys are the only ones I can hit. So let's turn down the trees. We really don't want to hack on to get hurt here. I'm not sure what to do, honestly. If I move up here and I'm able to kill one of the web necks, I could move this guy in and try and, like, plug a hole here. But also, if I move this guy up, I kind of congest this area, so... Let's move back so we're not doing that. Let's hold. Okay. I'm gonna hold again. We're gonna have to stop there. We're moving here, and then I'm gonna hold for now. All right, we really need to kill this guy. Good. That means we can move this guy in. We need to provide cover here. Thankfully, these rocks will prevent them from getting too many numbers in here, so we move this guy up, and then that guy can move in here, and we should be all right. Let's move up. This guy's still in danger, but we're making him less so. Move this guy in to plug that hole. Okay. We do have potential attack from this direction. I don't know if the web next will come from that direction, but we've got our knight in that direction if we need to. If the web necks don't come from this direction, though, I may want to come up this way. Let's just hold. If I move here, do I have a shot? I do, but it's not a good one. Let's fire at this one. Let's switch to our dagger, because it's not going to do as much good to have a crossbow out. I could put up my shield, but I don't know if it's going to do me much good, because usually the spiders just web you on their first turn. So, we're on turn. And I'm really uncertain what to do with this guy. Because we're too congested here for the knight to get in. And I don't know if they're going to attack me from this direction. You know what? Let's have him move. Ah, well, we just found some eggs, so that kind of answers our question. Let's see, there's the web. So they're not going to be able to get any more spiders in that direction. So they're going to have to flank, which they have just done. Now this guy's totally surrounded. Ow. Alright. Let's try and help out down here. Okay, 54, 59. Go for that one. We're trying to kill this one so that this man can get in. I tried. Ah, damn. Ah, we were close. We were close to getting that one. Well, let's free our ally. Something we can do. I'm gonna hold. I finish this guy off. Move up and tie this one up so he can't do whatever he wants. I can't get in there, and this guy is in trouble! We were so close to killing this one. If I'd managed to do that, I could have gotten my other guy in there, and then my crossbowman would have been safe. Okay, they net him. Net. Now, when they net you, then they start following up with attacks. So this guy's gonna get attacked like twice now. Ow. 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 We're also poisoned, which is bad. Please hit. Thank you. So now we can get our one dude in here. This guy's very hurt, and he may not last if we cannot kill these things fast enough. We do have a shot down here. Not a good one. Let's hold. We don't have a shot here just yet. I could get a dog in, but I'd have to move aggressively. I could move here and then put a dog down, and then that would block my guy from getting in. My own guys are blocking my shots now. Let's hold. Okay. End turn. Okay, this guy definitely needs a shield wall here. Poison might be too much for him, though. Oh, not quite enough. Put shield walls to protect ourselves from the bites. Break free, break free. Shield wall to protect ourselves. This guy can come through here and tie us up. I don't really want that to happen, but not a whole lot I can do about it. I'm gonna move here. Try and help out here. Okay, good. More spiders incoming. These live. Now they did get in. Damn it! Okay. Dog down. Crossbow out. Okay, we got a dude here. We got to attack. You know what? Let's go for the better chance to hit. That one's dead. One's hurt. Shoot here. Load. So 45%, 41%. Go for the 45. Good, got him. Ow. Move here. Fire an arrow. Okay, excellent. I'm not through the woods yet. Okay. Let's go full offense there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go for a swing here because we can hit more than one. We only hit one, but that's okay. And then shield wall to help us. Wow, they're really piling up on me. There's still 12 of them, by the way. We're gonna have a rebuild after this one of our company. We can do another swing here and get some good damage, maybe. Okay, so we got 49, 47. We'll go with the 49. Good doggy. We got one in our face, and we got one further away. Keep whiffing. Move up and fire at this one. Good hit. Ugh. Come on, please kill it. Thank you. Ah! Swing. Only got one of them. Holy crap, this is bad. The eggs may have stopped giving anything here. Wow. There we go. Okay, we gotta switch to our dagger. Alright. Good. Only 9 left. You know what? Let's get the dog out here to help us. We're too exhausted. We need to break out before we can do anything. Same thing. Alright, let's kill this one first. Alright, we're gonna go for another swing here. Ah, that one lives by the very slimmest of margins. Ouch. Ouch. Good doggy. Let's try and finish this one off. Switch back to our crossbow. Where are you going? Finally. Too tired to do anything else. We're out of arrows. This is one of the ones that has extra arrows, though. We're too tired. Oh, this is ugly. That one's running, so we only have to worry about this one. Says there's 7 left, but I don't know where the other 7 are. I just end turn and rest. Yeah, let's just kill the one in front of me. Okay, I'm stuck. Okay, there looks like they're running. So there's just one left. Bitch. There. Now it's running. Get him, doggy. We lost, what, 2 guys? 2 of which were, I think, my most heavily armored and best men? I'll be very upset if they die, and it's not a permanent injury, because we have not had good luck on that, though. May not even really be able to do anything here. This one we may just have to let go. Because I can't get my men into position to do anything. And many of them are too tired to do anything. I feel like the webnecks have definitely been improved. They were not this hard to fight before. Okay, so as long as our doggy doesn't catch up here to anything. I'm gonna try and call that a day. There's only one left. And they're way faster than I am, so I'll never catch them. It's over. So Sigmund died. And Sigmund was one of our best men. And Elmer has a weakened heart, so he has minus 30% hit points permanent. Alright, it happens. We got at least his equipment back. Well, we killed him. I was looking for fighting some spiders, and we got it. Now I regret it. How many days was he with our company? He was with us 40 days. Are we in the 40s? Wow. We're actually not that far away from the endgame event, which is kind of bad. Because I don't think we're anywhere near being close to ready for that. Well, let's level dudes up. Let's start with you. Thank you for the +3. I'll take this +3 as well. And your fatigue is quite good. I don't know if you have brawny. Oof. All of these rolls are good. I think I'm going to take the hit points to get him into the 60s. Then perks. We're going to take Shield Expert. And we have one of our archers having leveled up. So we're going to go with Bullseye on this guy. +3 there. +3 there. +4 initiative. Okay, and you're going to take Bullseye. Alright, we have a big hole in our front line now, which we have to fill. Unfortunate. Let's get our money, though. That was really low paying for how dangerous it was. But Webnecks didn't used to be as dangerous. They used to only take like 1 or 2 hits and then they would die. Like, they had very low hit points. They buffed them, for sure, because that was... when I hit you with a 2-handed sword and you're still alive, they've definitely upped their hit points. Okay, we got a little extra food on top of that. We're not going to stay. We're going to move on. What's the next place we need to go to that's close to where we are? We've been here. We have not been here. Let's follow the road down this way because the road doesn't go over this way. This is a more major town, I think? No, that's still village. Looks like 43 is what they were on. Usually day 70 is when your endgame event happens. Alright, we'll stop at this village just because it's daytime. Might as well. We could use some food. And we might want to hire somebody here. Oh, good harvest. So that means there's going to be an abundance of food. We're going to take the ground grains because it's cheap. And we're going to take a loaf of bread because it's cheap. Alright. Wherever I go to hire a man, my goal is to hire somebody that's higher level and skilled. So farmers and stuff aren't going to do it at this point. I want somebody that's like a bastard, another knight, somebody that has combat experience and has some amount of levels, because I do not want to just start from the scratch. We got to travel, 2 days travel. Let's talk money. 880, we need to be paid more. 920, I accept your offer. Oh, I need some time to think about it. 2 days to the north. That's going in the opposite direction we want to go. 2 days to the north. That's all the way up here. It's a very high-paying job, though. And we kind of need to recover. So I feel like I have no choice. We have to take this contract. I accept this contract. That's a pretty high-paying one. Okay. So one of our brothers is having some problems with the locals. When an old man confronts him, the sellsword draws out his weapon. Other peasants beg that you put a stop to this at once. I don't have time for this. You need to stop Denmark. It reflects badly on the company. Put the peasants in their place and search their homes for valuables. No, we're not doing that. Rule of the preacher is see if you can calm Denmark down. Whenever you have an extra event like this, you do that. Rudolph the preacher places himself between Dietmar and the old man. He shakes his head, no, in a very modest fashion. But you can't help but notice that his sword hand is also on the pommel of his weapon. The troublemaking sword briefly seems to consider cutting the man down, but then a smile snaps across his face. He laughs as he sheathes his weapon. Only having a bit of fun, my brother. We're gonna have to check on this guy, Dietmar. I think he's a brawler. That's why that happened. They have a habit of getting in trouble. Okay, so the peasants are happy that nobody died. Okay. That would be you. Yep, you're a brawler. Not surprised at all to find out that you were involved in that kind of stuff. Anybody have fatigue to spare? You do. Well, you have better armor now. Just don't ask how you got it, because you got it from a guy that, well, the other thing we could do is we could get a better helmet here. Let's say we'll take the body armor. Okay. That's one of the dangers of taking a brawler, is that they get in fights. Imagine that. I will stop in this town now. We got 6 brigands here. Tempting, but we have a hole in our line right now, so I'm going to avoid fighting. I also want to take our cash and save it up, because we may be able to afford a more experienced man. And prices on these boards are still too high. Let's see if there's anybody cool here, though. No. Leaving. We're going to take this road path. That may actually get us in trouble. Going along this path. Do we try and kill these guys? See what they are? I say we move on. Not worth the risk. Especially as we're still healing a little bit. Let's see what this is. Is this guy gonna actually fight me? No. There's 8 of them. Few of them are gonna be... The biggest problem is our front line is so weak now. I feel like we take this fight, though, because it's falling right into our lap. Okay, we're going to want to take this high ground if at all possible. Let's move up 2. And then hold. We got a polearm guy. Okay, we're engaged. They did manage to get the high ground. We don't want them to have the high ground here, though, so I may want to rush forward on that one. Let's hold, because I don't have anything I can really do, and if I don't hold. Let's hold. So this man's gonna come up here, because I don't want them to be able to easily get the high ground on me. You're gonna come up here and try and we do a split shot here, sure, and we whiff. Cost me 3 action points to put the dog out. Okay, I'm gonna move forward and then put the dog here. Ties him up. Move here. 11, 38. Forty-three, 43, 47. I'm afraid the dog's not going to go where I want it to, but I feel like we have to put it down anyway. That's exactly where I didn't want the dog to go. Okay, that guy's dead. Let's move up here. That might have been a mistake. Move up. Stabify this guy. Alrighty. But he's running. Good. Good. .43, that's gonna be the shot. Okay. Yeah, let's get in here and tie a man up. Trying to get him to run. Start shifting around. I'm in. Guy's dead. We want our knight to take the high ground. So we'll move there. Up. Place down. Okay. I don't have a shot here, so we're gonna move up. Gonna end turn. Yeah, that guy's gonna flee. This guy already is. Let's not waste any ammunition here. Okay, looks like we have this fight in hand. Despite not having the best line. Okay, so there's just the one dude left, and he's running. Now we're running them down because we have them. Let's have you back off. Doggy, get him. Good job. There. There. Flash. Here. Alright, he's very nearly dead. Get him, doggy! Yay, doggy got him! Okay, another level up. Some loot. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got. Definitely taking the +3. Definitely taking the +3 here. I think +3 on the range defense because we have 0. That'd be nice to have some. Although our resolve is not the best. Okay, so here I think we go ahead and take Shield Expert. And then we can get our helmet. Ooh, we have an even better helmet. We could afford to do this one. It's only marginally better. This is actually a pretty bad helmet to have, but when you got the Fatigue to spare, 5 is better than nothing difference, I guess. Our men are starting to get alright on the equipment department. Go ahead and up that guy's head protection. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh. Hexen. Hexen with 2 unholds. Or a few unholds. Well, there's 2 because there's 3 total. Alright, you know what? Let's save. I don't want to fight them at night. So let's just follow them. Until it's daytime. This will give us time to recover hit points. I don't want to fight them in the forest, though, if I can help it. Okay, let's go get them. They're way faster than me. Oh, good, they doubled back. All right. This is kind of risky, what I'm doing here. But if we can snipe the Hexen, the witch, not a bad idea. Let's hold for now. This first turn is going to be important. Arrgh! Damn it! I hate everything. I really do. Crap. Crap. Now only our knight has to worry about it. Hold. Darn. I'm not close enough to get the shot off. But I don't want that unhold to just wreck me. If this guy wasn't in the way, we'd be fine. Ah! I have to risk it. This is probably going to be a colossally stupid thing that I ended up doing. I need 3 to be able to shoot. Please, sniper. Almost. Oh, you gotta be kidding! Oh, damn it! Hey, you Hexen! Nah, we're not doing that. This is my one squirrel of the day. I was this close to sniping her. I don't even know how she didn't go down. I'm so pissed. She should have died. If you aren't familiar with what happened there, the Hexen has a thing where she shares health. I'm not 100% sure how it works. But you have to kill her before she can use it. I didn't realize if she died, it killed the other guy. I thought it was a health for health thing, but I guess apparently if you kill her, that person just straight up dies. And if you don't kill her on the first turn, okay, so I'm going to actually prepare for this one a little bit better. We're going to move away from these guys so we don't have to bash them away from us as much, hopefully. Not in range. Man, I really feel like they've buffed some of the enemies in this game, because, like, you used to do a heck of a lot more damage against the Hex. I mean, she has no armor. She's completely unarmored. To get hit by a crossbow bolt like that should hurt, like, really bad. We also can't really afford to miss like that. Okay. Let's just set up for next turn, then. Although, if she gets off her lifelink, it's over. Oh, good. Her charm didn't hit this time. Let's move forward and then hold. I'm going to hold here entirely because I want to know where my front line is. Let's move here and hold. I want to protect my range guys to some extent. Wow, he can reach that distance? Oh, wow, I did not know that. Okay. We kind of need to get up in this guy's grill so that we can try and hack him down. I don't think she got close enough. So we'll fire at the unhold. You should have a shot here, though. Please land. Ah! Okay, I don't have a move here because it cost me too many action points to move. So we're just gonna have to end turn. Yeah, we need to kill the Hex. Ah, come on, guys! I need one more shot. Let's get a little closer so we've got maybe a better chance of hitting her. Thank you! Jeez! Alright, now we only have to worry about the unholds. Get our dog out so it can help. Unhold is an old way of saying bad guy. Alright. I guess that makes sense. They are definitely bad dudes. You'll see that in a second when they start clobbering my guys. We need to do as much damage here as we possibly can. There they go. So what happened there is he just did an area effect punch, which knocked the one guy back, and then he threw this guy over his shoulder and advanced in on my crossbowman. I know. So we are definitely not out of the woods with this one. Also, unholds have regeneration. I think we have a guy here. I'm kind of blocked right now from being able to do a whole lot. So we're going to move like that. Okay, let's move in. Got broken fingers from that attack. Okay, we're going to move in. We're going to fire an arrow. We're going to move out. Okay. Poison, bleed effects. Bleed effects in particular, like if you have a cleaver, really good against unholds because it's a percentage damage thing. So, because they have big health pools, it actually really heavily damages them. Let's move up. We've done some pretty serious damage here. So that guy just got regeneration, threw the dog over his shoulder, and then punched our archer right in the face. Ah! He's like a handful of hit points away. There's his regeneration. Boom! Punches our one dude in the face. Which honestly just did me a favor because... we didn't want our archer in close combat like that. But now you're holding a thing that we don't want you to be holding. Good. Move here. You got a clear shot. Ah, you just missed a really easy shot. Okay. Let's start moving this way so we can help fight down here. Right, we don't need a lot of damage left. That's one down. Okay, let's start moving so that we can help. You're going to come over this way. You're going to circle around this way. You're going to circle in here. Oh, unholds do have morale. Ow. Okay. We now have an unhold in our face. Stab. Fire. Let's go around the long way. Tab. Move. Move. Shoot. Move. Shoot. Shoot. Load. Back off. That's not the way I wanted to move. Oh well. Move in. Ah! So stupid. We might be okay here. Okay, we do not want to move just yet. Let's have him circle around. The dogs are in my way, unfortunately. Too tired. Did I take an injury? Bruised leg makes it so I can't. Well, that was dumb. We're probably going to lose somebody here because I screwed up. Okay, he's not dead yet. Yeah, that guy needs to be out of the fight. If at all possible. The dogs are just going to continue to stay in the fight. I don't have control over them. They're AI controlled. Hold. Stab. Move this way. This guy we don't want to have fight anymore. We're going to avoid it. We have a clear shot, so let's take it. Okay, he's running, so we can just wail on him now. Don't really have a move that's strong here, but we can move here, I guess. You're not in danger anymore, so you can come in. We'll save ammo here. We don't really need to use it. This might do it. There we go. We didn't lose anybody, but we got beat up. Broken, crushed finger, broken nose, sprained ankle, severe concussion, bruised leg, crushed finger. A lot of injuries. We do get a unhold hide, which is actually really good. And we got a black marsh stew. Oh, that's a food item, apparently. We got a poisoned apple as well, which is a crafting item. Well, that wasn't necessarily a smart thing to do, but we did it. We have level ups to take care of? We do. But I think I'm going to save that for the next time, guys. It's now at that 3-hour point. So we're going to wrap things up here. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll catch you next time.